What's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out the channel. Today we're talking about a bit more of a sad kind of topic in a way. Not sad as in like literally depressing, but just like... Well, yeah, to be fair. BiggBiggest gaming disappointments.
Avengers.
I guess.
Marvel's Avengers.
Would you like to elaborate on this?
The thing is, I'm currently playing Marvel's Avengers, and in many ways, I'm currently enjoying Marvel's Avengers. I'm having a lot of fun. I like some of the animations of the combos, the special moves. I like the fact that as Tony Stark, you can do the special, you hit L1 and R1, boom, you are in the Hulkbuster armor. You're doing damage.
Okay, I thought you were going to say like Unibeam or something.
No, so you've got that special as well. So you can Unibeam, you can do the Hulkbuster armor.
Right.
Cap can just annihilate everyone with his shield. Like Widow turns invisible. You know, as you do.
They had to give us something.
Shield tech, you know. So it's quite cool. And I do enjoy it to a degree. Kamala Khan is actually wicked. Who's the other character? Thor's in there being Thor.
You know, Kamala seems like more focused on in this game than even some of the other Avengers. Like what's his face? Hawkeye's not in the game, is he?
Not yet. He's coming with Kate Bishop.
As we don't need him, but you know. I'm actually happy we have like someone else to focus on other than Hawkeye, because like he's just trash.
You know, and when he comes out, it's a small price of £9.99. You can get his character card. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And that leads me on to essentially why the game is disappointing.
Yeah.
So there's moments of fun. You saw me playing a bit of it.
Yeah.
And well, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think watching it visually, you was less irritated than you thought you'd be.
Yeah, it's just like it wants to be a good game.
yeah, it does.
It's like that kid on the basketball team. He wants to be a good player. He wants to be a good teammate,
and he tries.
But he's just not there.
He's just not good.
It's just and
that's Avengers. The thing is, Avengers is the makings of a great game with so much BS thrown in that it's garbage. Now it's got a loot system it doesn't need.
Yeah, and a whole gear system
which it also doesn't
make any sense.
You know, the gear doesn't change when you equip it. Your look stays the same, so it's just pointless gear. And I'm at a stage now with gear and loot in games. Until I've reached a top level, I don't check what buffs they do, because there's no point in having my level 15 armor give me regen up, and then I get level 30 armor, but it gives me a completely different skill. So I just equip the highest level skill.
So you would assume that it would just give you more regen up, rather than like being like, all right, we're just gonna throw that out the window. We'll give you something else that could have actually scaled, but instead just no.
So I just use the auto button to give myself whatever's the highest level. That's it. So you've got loot in the game, which you don't need. You've got gear in the game, which you don't need. The microtransactions, they are the level of disrespect. Amazing. It's
actually impressive. Like usually we just think, all right, cool, it's a bit disrespectful. I'm actually amazed at how bad it really is.
We did the math, right? They sell costumes or skins for 1,400 credits, right? 1,400. Now, for a pack of 500 credits on the PS Store, it's $3.99. Now, you would need to have 1,500 credits. So you'd essentially need £15 in real money. 10 to £15 in real money.
One costume.
Or emote. You know,
for 15 quid you can get a whole like DLC pack for Call of Duty, or most other games actually. Usually a DLC pack will be between 5 and 15. Imagine getting a whole DLC pack for £5.
Yeah.
And but if you play Avengers, you can get a costume for 10.
It's so it's slightly disrespectful.
This is your game, and I'm almost more offended than you are.
My favourite part is the team that doesn't scale.
Oh.
So you're playing one player, and you've got your squad. You've got Iron Man, you've got Hulk, you've got whoever you pick, and you've got your squad behind you, and you're leveling up, getting strong, and you're like, these guys are gonna help me. And then you realise they're not leveling, they're not getting stronger, but you are, and the enemies are. And you get to that one boss, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna destroy you. So I was doing a it's like not a main mission, it's a side mission kind of, because there's only actually 2 Marvel bosses in the whole game. So yeah, you know, like you saw the trailers and like we've got all these enemies. There's Taskmaster, Abomination, and then there's the final boss. Which I won't spoil the final boss. You probably know who it is. Those are literally the only bosses.
It's depressing.
You fight each once. Not even recurring. But you do fight a lot of nameless robots. So
it's great.
That on top of that, so the side missions are basically just reusing the same characters. So you can fight Abomination several times.
But why?
Well, you know, the story reason he's a clone now. So I was trying to fight him with my AI team that hadn't leveled up.
Of course.
Several retries. We didn't succeed. I quit the mission. No. It's nice that when you quit the mission, you keep like any experience you gain in the mission.
Okay,
so
fair
interesting.
So yeah, some little thing, some little glimmers of hope. Which is almost a bad thing because then you start thinking, okay, maybe I could like this game.
Yeah.
And then it shows you what it really is.
If you're a big Marvel fan, you can get enjoyment out of this game. So I'm not saying the game is not fun. I'm just saying don't buy it, right? And I know that doesn't make sense. If someone gifts this game to you, great. If it's on PS Plus, great. If someone lends it to you, great. That's fine. I'm just saying don't buy it. It's not worth you dipping in your pocket, taking out £60 and buying it. I mean, if by chance you see it for £25, arguably that's the perfect price for it. I mean, but with the microtransactions, maybe more 15.
To be fair, like when it's like when the physical copies actually go on sale, when you find them in like CEX in game in like the next few weeks or months, like they probably will drop to that price.
Yeah.
And it won't really take that long because the game isn't that great. Yeah, that's the ideal price to pick it up at. But like you said, not worth it at the moment.
And here's the great thing. This is how you know the game is crap. The whole point in this video was for us both to discuss our most disappointing games. Yeah. We took 7 minutes just talking about Avengers.
Just talking about the one game.
Anyway,
this isn't even my game. Like I haven't played it. I've just seen the gameplay, and I'm actually just as offended.
To clarify, fun game, really fun. Just not a good game. Very, very different.
Yeah, two different things.
It's like the woman you want to bring home, you know, who's right for you,
right?
And the woman that you really, really want a night with, but you know you shouldn't really invest into it. That's Avengers. You know, there's a lot of fun to be had, but is it worth your time?
Oh no.
Are you dipping in your pocket, taking her on dates? No. You know, and I could go deeper into that, but let's stay PG. But anyway,
okay.
What was the most disappointing game for you?
And this comes from my childhood. Well, not the game itself, but like the pain and suffering comes from my childhood. Star Wars Battlefront for the PS4.
So why was... I'm trying to keep a straight face. Why was this...
yeah, trying.
What was wrong with this fun, refreshing take on the Star Wars universe?
Fun and refreshing. Sure, if those are the words you want to use, then by all means, just... imagine it's back in like what? When did the first ones come out on? Well, we're not gonna go into the details on the date and stuff, but like so when I was a kid, Star Wars Battlefront 2 was on the Xbox 360. Okay. So obviously I had played Star Wars Battlefront 1 on the PS2. Then Battlefront 2 came out for like the PS3, Xbox 360, you know, next gen. And that was amazing because it was just the perfect Star Wars game. It was almost like Call of Duty before Call of Duty could even call itself that. Like in terms of just like the way the game played, like you had your squad, you could team up with people. But obviously it was clones versus droids or rebels versus the later clones, things like that. The game was perfect in every way, shape, and form. And then EA started to be EA a few years down the line. So imagine young Kyle gets his first PlayStation 4 after moving back to the UK. And the first game he got was Star Wars Battlefront. And yeah, I noticed like, oh, the graphics are great.
Good graphics. That's a great.
That's the only thing that's good about the game. It's trash. Like there's no. It just doesn't work. Like it's trying to be Battlefield. Like that's literally what it's trying to do, but it's failing in every shape and form. Like half the weapons are underpowered. It takes like a million years to actually become the Jedi, regardless of how many kill. Like that's the whole point of the game. I know. Like, I remember, like, in the old ones, you could just, like, you get enough. I keep saying the word like, and it's bothering me now because I'm noticing it. But
I was also liking your sentence because you're not going to win the game.
Exactly. So in the old game, you get a certain amount of kills. It gives you the option to become the well, it's not always a Jedi, but you know, you've got like the special character. Like sometimes it'll be, you know, Anakin, it'll be Darth Maul, Boba Fett, like, you know, the higher powered characters. In this game, you'll be lucky if within like 5 matches you get to be the person once, and then they're not even that powerful. Like you can just get shot up by a clone trooper and you're screwed basically.
You can deflect it and all that, right?
You can, but then barely. Like the controls are trash. I think that's actually the worst part of the game. Is the controls are trash. Like
there's like no love for this game.
There isn't. The thing is, you know what it is if I played this without playing the original one when I was a kid, maybe I would enjoy it.
That's fair.
But like coming from that, which is an older game, even the PSP had one. Even the PSP had Star Wars Battlefront as a game, and that was great. Like remember you could play online with the PSP.
Yeah.
Like it was amazing. But even that was better than what we have for the PS4. And then they brought out Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the PS4, which is kind of weird because it's like they're basically using the same names from the older games on the PS4 versions, but they're not like remaking the games.
Okay.
If you get what I mean? And that was pretty much the same, I want to say. Like I think we played it for like a day, and then I traded it back into CEX. Like,
just gonna walk across the.
Of course. Just you really had to do that, didn't you, Fudge?
Thanks, sir. Okay, so I valued Avengers, considering fun that can be had, considering combat, considering multiplayer at 25. Now, if you take into consideration the cheekiness of a microtransaction, maybe you do want to buy an outfit or two, then the game should really be 15. If they want to keep such a price on the microtransactions, then the game should be £15. So I say realistically, split the difference. Avengers PS4 is a good game if you pick it up for £20.
Fair enough.
What are you pricing Star Wars Battlefront?
Alright, I'll be fair. Because obviously...
And are we doing Battlefront 1 or 2? This is...
Either one. They're both trash. Like, maybe it's me. Like, it's probably not, but maybe it's me. Like, maybe drop a comment if you've actually had fun with this game. Like, because I can't speak for everyone. In this particular case, I probably should.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I just don't understand you.
But yeah, we got it for like, what, 15 used? Yeah. I'd value it maybe 10. Like, especially at this point, it's been out for a while now, and nobody's really playing it. I wouldn't spend more than a tenner on it. Yeah.
Sure.
It's not the worst game I've played, it's just terrible. So, you know.
Worst game I've played. You know what is... Can I do an honourable mention? Would you mind if I
mean, I don't know if it's really honourable, but you could mention something.
This honourable mention. Most disappointing game. And then the nerve is that people say it's good. They're like, no, it's a great installment in the franchise.
Wait, hold on. What are you about to say?
You know what I'm about to say.
No.
You know. Fire Emblem, 3 houses.
Oh, I can agree with
Terrible.
I just thought you were going to say Breath of the Wild. Don't you dare.
Do you know what? Breath of the Wild,
Don't you?
I understand what it means to people. I won't say it's a disappointing game. I say for me personally, with my expectations, I was disappointed.
Fair enough.
There was many things I just didn't want from a Zelda game. But I'll accept it as a good game. But Fire Emblem, 3 houses.
I can understand this one.
It's trash. What's it worth? I want to say if you've never played a Fire Emblem game before, it's worth £15.
Damn.
If you have played a Fire Emblem game before,
don't pick it up.
Yeah. Do you know? Yeah. It's just don't pick it up. It's not Fire Emblem. It's like Fire Emblem Light. You know.
It's like what Coke Zero is to Coke, basically. Like it's just.
Yeah. No. It's like no added fun. That's what it is. Oh, permadeath is still a thing, but if you do die, you just rewind time. Like Prince of Persia.
We didn't need to bring Prince of Persia into this. Aren't they trying to make a new one?
Yes. Any dishonorable mentions for you?
Keyword is trying.
Remaster, remake, or new make, or I don't know. They're bringing them back.
I have no idea. Not really. I can't actually think of any other game. There's plenty. Trust me, there's plenty. I just can't think of them at the moment. But yeah, no. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is trash. Or well, the new ones are trash. As is. Sorry, what games did you say again? See, they're that terrible that I can't even remember them.
Avengers, a
£20
game, and
Fire Emblem,
Three Houses, a £15 game. If you're generous.
Which will never happen because Nintendo. So yeah, don't get excited.
Battlefront 10,
whichever one. So Star Wars Battlefront, which is basically Battlefield, or trying to be.
So basically, if you get all 3 of these games collectively for £45,
which you won't because Nintendo.
Yeah, it's an okay deal. But anyway, camera's about to cut off. We're about to finish recording. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, like, subscribe.